go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the weekly scraps. We got our favorite, Steve Lee and Jake Fine, in the building.
Who's more hated right now?
I think you're more loved than Steve right now, which is actually kind of crazy.
It's beautiful.
It's just a quick 180 on the world's head.
Steve probably relishes in the pain.
No, I'm just like I think I'm like a hate magnet. It's okay.
I mean, you said Max Holloway and Dustin Poirier wasn't a good fight, so
I said it.
Steve, he's trying to bury you again. Don't let him do it. Don't take the bait, Steve. Don't take the bait.
I can do this all day.
This man lied. What? That's a lie.
But we had
No,
some good
Steve,
fights.
why'd you say that? No, I'm kidding. Aljo, go ahead.
We had some good fights this fight night. UFC Vegas 108, some really good fights, especially the top three. Some other good fights in the prelims as well. I think we should start with Tatsuro.
What was that again?
Tatsuro. Tatsuro.
Toyota?
Wow, that's pretty good. That was actually pretty good.
No, Tatsuro Taira. I said it backwards.
I thought his name was Toyota.
Man, Jake's about to get in a lot of trouble.
He's built tough.
I have a Toyota.
He's built tough.
Anyway,
Toyota,
yeah, what do you guys
Toyota,
think of that fight?
I
The
felt bad
guy's
for my
on
Korean
a
guy.
tear.
Oh, he's definitely on tear.
Bro, I felt bad for Park too, man, because he
Man,
stepped up on short notice.
Yeah, what do you... that was a tough matchup. It's a tough matchup on short notice, especially if you're not ready for a guy like that.
I mean, he was winning all the way up until that fight, and then just ran into a roadblock.
Yeah, undefeated. But Taira, I mean, really, who's Taira lost to? Like, only Royval? Has he lost to anybody else?
He lost to
I mean,
Royval, and then he was on a...
That's the only loss he's had, though, right?
Yeah, I got to watch that Royval fight again, though, because I'm kind of confused how he lost to Royval.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Technically, I remember watching that fight because I was at fights, and I had them on my phone the whole time. No, Royval, I thought, fairly won, but, like, Taira definitely I think he's improved a lot. Also, like, technically, Taira's skill set should be, like, Royval's kryptonite, but Royval, it should be, but I thought Royval fought a really good fight in that one. And, the few times Taira had his moments, it was definitely, like, his kind of fight, but, I got to rewatch that fight, too, but from what I remember, I thought Royval fought a really good fight.
Yeah, great fight for him.
Yeah.
I got to go back and watch exactly how it played out, because just watching him again, I'm like, yo, he's so clean and polished from striking. He's not like a volume puncher, but he has such a crisp piston 1-2 down the middle, a really good jab, stays everything home with his hands and his base, and then once he gets those shots off and he starts taking people down, he's a nightmare. So I've trained with Royval before in the past. This is 2017, though, of course, a long time ago, but I always thought his grappling was good but kind of funky and not as technical as a guy like Taira, who takes you down, Taira, and then controls you. So I just thought Taira would have won a fight like that against Royval stylistically, but Royval is also just super unorthodox. So he just brings the funk, you know.
Brought to you by Funk Harbor.
But he did a great job, man. He shut him down from beginning to end. He dropped him. He clipped him with the right hand, and then he said, "Nah, that wasn't enough." And then does it again, and this time he sits him down, and just follows up. I'm like, "Oh, that was just rude."
He looked really sharp on the feet, and again, like even that second round, that takedown he hit on like butter. He hit it way too easy.
The timing,
the timing, beautiful. When he got in on the legs, it was just dead to rights. And even just when he gets on the back, you can see his control, beautiful. Like just the way he's working down there. You can tell he's really he knows what he's doing. And I think I love how he matches up with everybody right now, like at flyweight.
Yeah, I would be curious to see how his grappling does with a guy like Pantoja, actually, if he can ever get to that point where he gets a chance to fight for the belt. So there was a couple of people from Japan there. Milos's wife is one of them, big Japan MMA supporter. And I had a couple Koreans sitting behind me, and they were like, "Who do you think is going to win?" I'm like,
"Oh, no.
This is a tough one, man." I'm like, Park is good, but Taira is proven, bro. Like, I don't know.
That's a big step up.
They knew it, too. They were kind of like, "Yeah, we know this is a hard one, but, we can hope. We can hope." I was like, I felt the hope leave their soul as soon as the fight just started to play out, and I was like, damn, I feel bad for these guys because Yeah, but that's how the fight game goes, man. Tough. I do wonder what's going to be in store for him next, because there's a lot of movement now in the flyweight division. O'Day stepping in on short notice for Steve Erceg. Obviously, Parks stepped in for short notice, but it's a different style. O'Day's a really good striker. I don't think Erceg is going to be looking to like take him down or anything, right? So with this, all these different matchups, it makes it interesting to see what's going to be next for Taira. I mean, there's Manel Kopp when he comes back from his injury, right? And then you got Van fighting for a title next against Pantoja. And then you got Kai Kara-France just fought. You got Brandon Moreno. He doesn't have a fight, right?
Moreno? Not that I know. I mean, the Moreno, Royval, they're still out there.
Amir Abazi just got hurt too.
Yeah.
So Alex
A lot of
Perez,
interesting
well, he
matchups,
just
though.
fought Taira.
Oh, wait, what happened to Amir again?
I don't know. He pulled out though. I think he was supposed to be fighting Taira for this one.
He
I
was,
believe so, yeah.
I was gonna say, why not just book that again? Because that, like, Taira is number 6, Amir's number 4. I'm sure I don't know if Taira really goes up in the rankings, maybe one spot after this. But
Yeah.
why not? And then you could he's in contention for a title if he beats Amir.
Yeah, it's a good. The flyweight division is kind of heating up. I think. I think there's a lot of good positive stuff happening with like finishes, fun fights, and good stylistic matchups to make. And obviously, you got the Kingpin Pantoja. He's going to be there for a while. At least he has been there for a while. But I think now with these new school guys, and Pantoja's getting up there in age. He's like me. I think he's 35 plus, one of those guys. I like to see the unks out there across the globe doing well. But with that said, it will be interesting to see if he does win one more, if they do rebook him with Albazi, how that fight plays out. Because Albazi's a good grappler himself, and he's strong as shit. Like, training with him, he's a strong 25er. But he beats a guy like that. I think you're right. I think he should be next in a shoe-in, or at least Manel Kopp is there too. It's a weird spot. There's a lot of fun potential matchups, especially seeing how Van versus Pantoja plays out. I think that fight might happen in either December or November.
Yeah. Well, speaking of unks real quick. First, awesome. Shout out to Neil Magny. I thought that was awesome. Real quick.
Did you see my tweet? Did you see my tweet?
What'd you tweet?
I said, shout out to all keep doing it for the youngs, baby. I was like, doing it for the youngs.
That was good to see. I mean, to be fair, yeah, but
the UFC reposted it. And I was like,
cool.
Yes.
And the I mean, I don't know if you saw the video of like the Demetrious Johnson moving with like those like backyard fighter guys. I forget what they're called, but he head kicked some dude. But it was like he was just dropping knowledge on these guys. You didn't see that video?
Was it the black dude?
Well, that's that sentence. That's his name, bro. It was that.
His name is Death Sentence on the regional the unsanctioned regional circuit.
Nah, and then like Jay, you have to see this video, no?
What video? No.
It was like Demetrious Johnson, like he does like collabs with this guy. What the hell's that underground that backyard fighting league?
MMA Guru.
No, you guys suck. What the hell?
Right.
Aljo, remember Zuka showed us those fights like
Street beefs.
Street beefs. Yeah, like, he's like a fucking street beefs guy. Thank you. Like he's one of those guys. And like DJ's doing. I guess he's got like a lot of followers though. So like DJ does like videos with them, and like he's moving around with one of the other like street beefs guys, and the guy was being like mad disrespectful, I guess. And DJ was like, all right, and then just like lightly head kicked them, dropped them, and was just like, bro, like I could just like, brother, I've been doing this. Like you think this shit's a joke? Like. And I was saying, like, I was like a shout out to all the unks. He was just like, bro, like I'm 38 years old. Like I don't need to fucking waste my time doing this. Like I could have fucking slept this motherfucker anytime I wanted to. But like I thought we were gonna play, be respectful. It's like, why would you disrespect the GOAT like that? Like why would you?
Was he trying to take his head off? What was he trying to do?
I don't know if he was trying to take his head off. I think he was just being like, I think he was just talking shit, like
taunting.
Like doing some, like taunting, doing some dumb shit for like YouTube and Instagram. Like trying to get some clicks and shit like that. It's like. Bro, like, I hate this shit. Like, get these Instagram motherfuckers out of this sport. Like, you guys are fucking ruining this. Like, DJ was, like, being cool. He's, like, a martial art. Like, he's being, like, a real martial artist. He's like, let me try to help you guys out. Let me, like, really show you guys, like, the way. And they're, like, they're making a joke of it. He's just like, word? Like, pop, 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 pop. Just fucking, like, pops the dude's head. And he just fucking You're like, motherfucker, like, that's right. Like, this motherfucker's, like, actually able to kill you. Like, what are you doing? Like, don't fuck around like this. Like...
That kind of reminds me of when I trained with Raul Rosas for the first time, and his parents was sitting on the side. They were recording, and I didn't know he was with them. But then it was one of my light days because I was super sore from the whole week just doing a bunch of tour days. This was a couple years ago when I was still the champ, and I didn't even know who he was. I didn't know he was a fighter. I knew he was a pretty good grappler training at 10th Planet. And then he was like just DJing on my head. It was like the most disrespectful thing. I was like, so he's like breakdancing in front of me and then trying to DJ on my head. And I'm like, so I just sit there and I just lay back. I'm like, I don't even know what is happening right now. Then I look over and I see the camera. I'm like, oh, he's trying to look cool for the cameras. And then I forget what happened. We started grappling. At that point, I'm like, I think all bets are off for my rest day. And I was just like, I'm just gonna make him not do anything and just lay here. One, I didn't want to be filmed because it was just a light day. I'm not trying to get lit up by anybody, even if it wasn't him or anybody else. I'm like, dude, I'm just here to just roll, sweat, so I could lose weight for my fight because I had to lose a lot of weight for 135. And I'm like, then I got this kid who was kind of being a punk. I mean, let's be honest, call it what it is. He was being a punk about it, and I'm sure he knew who the fuck I was. I'm like, yo, that's just mad disrespectful. That's one. I come in, I tell you I'm doing a light roll, and then you're trying to do all this to get some style points to look cool, and then he's trying to like do some flips and shit. And I'm just like, all right. But then it's like the same thing, like the younger generation of guys that come up. Now he's a little bit more humbled. I think after he had that first loss and everything, and then he came and trained with me. I think he's a lot more humble now. I don't even talk to him now, which is it's kind of where he moves a little bit weird. The things with Merab and O'Malley, then he was training with Merab, then training with O'Malley like the following weekend. I was like, the last time I saw somebody doing this was Gordon Ryan when he was training with Rockhold and then Weidman. I was like, this is so awkward. I'm like, this just makes me uncomfortable. And I'm like, we're not boys like that, but it's still like, there's a little bit of a code.
I don't know. Yeah, like, I don't know. I think the younger guys, I don't know. I don't think they.
Well, Gordon Ryan's not really a younger guy.
Well, no, I'm just saying just in general, though. But, like, I think I just see it more with the younger guys. It's like, it used to be, like, kind of teams. I don't know. Like, now it's like every man for himself. Like, we'll go whatever. Like, it's just bad etiquette. I don't know. Like, even the filming thing, bad etiquette. Like, just don't do that shit. Like,
it's the etiquette part for sure. And then trying to, like, I understand if we were like we train together all the time. Like, you know how we go to Sarah's, and I would train with these guys all the time. So when I come in and I film, like, I'm looking to smash, right? But I'm not gonna be doing like violating my guys on camera, making them look like that's just not cool, like, at all. Yeah. And then trying to post it. Like, I don't even think he ever posted that clip of us training or whatnot. But still, it's just like there's just something about it that's just
to make sure you don't just post me fucking everybody up. Like, show people getting stuff off on me too.
Yeah, because I don't want it to, like, I don't have an ego where I need to look like I'm winning every single freaking exchange. I'm like, because that's not the reality of it, right? Yeah. I can sit here and make myself look like a superstar and post nothing but highlights. But I'm like, yo, show me getting taken down. Show me getting
But the problem
out of chokes,
was you actually were
choked.
fucking everybody up in every exchange. So it was very hard to make anybody else look good. That was the actual problem that I had in the editing room. You'd be like, yo, I'm gonna get 9 submissions today in five rounds of jiu-jitsu, and he would actually do it.
No, but that's good. That's just good etiquette. Like, again, like, you don't want to, like, if you're on the other end of it. I mean, look, it's tough because both ways. Like, even if, look, let's say Aljo posted a fucking highlight reel of him fucking choking me out 30 times. Like, yeah, like, who the fuck? It's the internet. Like, I don't know. I don't give a shit.
Also, it's like he's the champion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever. But, like, you know, either way. Yeah, but, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how about, like, it's like you know what I'm saying? Like, how, even the other way, like, your ego can't be too big where it's like, oh shit, like, this motherfucker's posting him hitting me. Like, that's not, it's like, yeah, like, maybe he hit me. Maybe I probably hit him back. You know, I think that's how that works, bro. Like, this is the sport. Like, every day's not a Khabib day, all right? Some days you're the nail.
Yeah. That was just weird, but then it was cool that he came and trained with us, and then we kind of became cool after
Jake,
that. And
we
then
went off on a tangent, Jake. God damn it.
Yeah, and then
I'm letting you guys cook a little.
Right. Yeah, but then he did the thing with Merab, and then I kind of commented on his page, and after that, I was like, it just became weird between the two of us. So now when I see him, I don't even say anything to him. I see his parents, I say hello. His sister trains at our class, I say hello to her. Like, I don't know. I'm just not one to. I don't care how good you are. I'm not kissing nobody's ass that's going to be trying to just do shit like that in general. Like not even just him, just in general, bro. It's just not. There's nothing cool about that whatsoever.
Yeah.
Especially if you don't know the person. If you know the person, it's okay. Maybe it's okay between you guys. You know, like. What was the one? I had the surgery on my one hand, and then I'm grappling with Steve, and then
That's
Pumi's
crazy.
over here
That's
instigating on the camera. He's like, "Steve, he's got one hand," and then I get full
actually,
mount.
you know what?
Guys, I got full mount on Steve with one hand, and I just had surgery. Steve, and then Pumi's gassing up. He's like, "Steve, he's got one hand. He's got one hand." I get the full mount. I'm just like,
too. I want the full cut. I want the full cut of that video.
I mean, that was it.
They just ended in mount? No. Live.
All right,
This man's
gentlemen.
alive. All right.
Let's move on. So Chris Duncan versus Mateus Rebeccki.
Great fight.
That was a banger.
Bro,
What do we have to say about this one?
I thought Rebeccki was about to knock him the fuck out in that first round, and then he
who did you think won
slowed
that fight?
down.
Do you think the right guy won that fight? I thought it was close. I could have definitely made the argument for
30-27.
30-27 is egregious. Who was 30-27?
There was 2 judges, 30-27.
That's kind of crazy.
That's crazy, yeah.
But I thought
At least the first round he won.
No, I thought for sure he won the first round. But the rounds were, I thought, competitive enough. Were like, I could have given it to him. But I think Duncan won. First of all, gritty as hell, tough as hell. Like, we've seen him take some shots and fucking come back. Even this fight, you can tell, like, technically doing a lot of really tricky things. Like, ran him into a couple elbows. Like, oh my god, fucking sliced him open that first round. Like, I thought this guy Aljo's fucking like doing the 52 right now. All right, but beautiful with the elbow. Really just a banger fight. The other guy just fucking pressuring forward the whole time, throwing fucking just overhands, and again, I love that style. But
he fought smart, man. Like to let him run into the elbows. He did have to work for him. You know, a guy coming after you like that is like, yo, I'm probably not gonna be able to punch through you coming at me like this. So what's the next best thing? He adapts and he starts putting those elbows in there, and he runs into it, cuts him open in the first round. And then started to pick up some momentum in the second round. And then round 3, I thought Rebeccki had a really good start, but then Duncan, I don't know. The round 3 was really close, but I thought the last 2 minutes, Duncan did a really good job of really like cutting his teeth into it and showing that he was the guy to stand out. So I thought it was a really good fight. I did think the right guy won, but it was a really tough fight, man. It was a fun back and forth fight. Fight it in night worthy. There was like 3 fights that were fight it in night worthy.
I thought so, yeah.
I think they did get it too, though, right?
I think they got it, and Ribovich and Brenner got it too.
Yeah.
So they gave 2 fight of the nights?
Yeah, they gave 2 fight of nights instead of a.
Yeah.
Although I thought Nakamura deserved a performance. Bonus. Just for that front kick. Come on, front kick TK. How often do you see that to the liver? Beautiful. That was beautiful.
That was just rude.
What do you guys? Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, if I fly halfway across the country, the world, and get finished by some toes in a minute, I'm gonna be really, really sad. And I could only imagine.
Come on, that was a nasty one.
No, it was. He timed it perfect. He threw a cross, stuck those toenails up in there, and said, "Come here." And then I had a drink with Patty the Batty in the back. We had a little Funk Harbor. He got to try it. And I was like, holy fuck, lad. That's really strong. I'm like, yeah, I thought you scouts his drink. I thought the scouts his drink. But I thought that was cool. I know he flew out there to go see him, maybe talk some business with Hunter and whatnot. PI doing some PT and stuff like that. And then you see your boy just get towed. And you're just like, damn. Like, I felt the sadness in his face when, they hold your hand in the center. I'm like, dude, that has to suck. But, Japanese fighter, the Japanese lady behind me, the wife, she's going crazy. Yay, Japan! I'm like, oh, this has to sting, man. This has to sting.
But beautiful TKO. I mean, you can't be...
Really nice.
Can't be mad at that. Come on.
And it's nice, too, because he's a high-level, prolific grappler, and he's showing off his striking. Even the fight that he lost with Mouine, Naz and I were going back and forth on this because he was saying that he thinks Mouine shut down his grappling. And I'm like, brother, I don't think he was actually trying to grapple. I don't think he actually took a legitimate shot until the 3rd round.
Yeah, from what I remember,
whatever. I'm happy for Mouine. I'm glad he won. He needed that win.
I agree 100%.
But he didn't use his grappling anywhere that you've seen him attempt his grappling in his previous fights, right? So I look at both sides of him like, well, what do you make out of this? Do you make out of it like, oh, I just shut him down, or my grappling is just really that damn good? Or do you look at it and go like, I don't think he imposes grappling will like he normally has in the past. And that's what's impressive to me, that he was willing to fight Muin, who's a really good striker and actually a pretty solid grappler himself. But by the time he started to try to grapple, it was a little bit too late, right? So he ended up losing his undefeated record against a tough dude in Muin. And then he comes out here, he goes back to the same thing, showing off his striking again, and then just lands a perfectly timed toe right to the liver and just shuts him down. Like, and then a nasty cross. But it was cool. You know what the other thing about Nakamura, I got to watch him train a little bit. The PI while we were training, got to watch him hit a bunch of throws and stuff.
What team is he with?
I don't know the name of the team, but he's got some solid technique and he's got some quads. No Diddy, bro. He's got some quads on him.
No, the guy's built like a fucking
Diddy.
diesel wrestler. Like,
he's strong. I'm looking at him like, yo, these 35ers, and they say I was big. What are these guys? Him, Vinicius. These guys are big. These some big boys.
yeah, but that loss to Muin, I think that might have been the best thing for his career. You never know.
Yeah, but good fight. Really
Yeah.
good fight. I think Nathan would be back, man. I felt gutted for him. I got to meet him. Really nice dude. While he was on the Ultimate Fighter, and sometimes the fights just go like that. I mean, I got a 1 minute fight where I was on the wrong side of it, and I wish I got hit with a toe. Like I said, I got hit with a knee to my freaking cranium and got put to sleep. So it could always be worse.
Yeah, I'm watching
Can
that
always be
now.
worse.
That's disgusting. The liver
You're
kick.
watching that now?
Oh, the liver kick?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about me getting knocked out and sent to the Neptunes again. I was like,
Foul.
why?
Yeah,
Why?
He had
It's like
that
we don't
shit
need
ready.
to see that again.
No.
I have
What
that
else? What are the
saved in a
fights? What are the
special. I have
fights we
that
got?
saved in a special folder in my phone in case Aljo pisses me off.
Oh my god. Wait, what other fights we got? I can't believe I missed SummerSlam for this.
We had Esteban Ribovich and Elvis Brenner. That was a banger.
Great fight. I thought that was a banger. Yeah, like definitely they were fucking throwing down the whole time. Just good stand up fight, honestly.
You know what, Ribovich, he's like that guy that makes a decision in his head that he's going to go forward no matter what and put these freaking paws on you. He just doesn't care. Like, he's getting hit with some shots. Brenner's a tough dude. He had a war with Goram Gutaladze.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a crazy fight,
Came back in the third round.
right?
He,
and then
he
you're
neck
thinking, like,
punched
how?
him, right?
Was it?
Didn't he neck punch him?
Might have neck punched him. I don't know.
He like hit him in the neck, and then
That might- you
Garam
might
went
be
down.
right.
I think he
Might be right
did.
on that one.
It was.
Wait, let me-
It was a bloody fight.
Because I think that was at the Apex, right?
Apex. Yep.
We were there together. He neck punched him, and I remember Steamroller was like, "Damn, he can't take a neck punch."
Steamroller is the most
And I
disrespectful
was
man
like,
I've ever met.
"That's funny
Steamroller-
as fuck." Like,
Steamroller should be
I
in
was
jail.
like, this guy just
motherfucker.
literally had a fucking war. Like,
Man said
and
he can't take
and
a
then
neck
Steam
punch.
goes, "Damn, I guess he can't take a neck punch."
Steamroll's the type of guy that game plans to punch you in the neck. He will
Yo,
specifically.
I
just-
remember that was so funny to me. But anyway, continue.
This motherfucker.
Yeah, but he had that war with Brenner. Brenner came out on top. So I'm thinking like this guy's gonna be like maybe the next Charles Oliveira type of thing, right? I mean, he's still young in his MMA, his UFC career. Now
talking
he's
about
fighting
Brenner
this guy
or,
who's
you
a
talking about Brenner?
zombie.
Oh yeah.
Brenner, yeah. And then Ribovich is just a zombie, bro. He just goes forward. He's just putting paws on you the whole time.
Putting paws on you. Yep.
Bro, he's just going, as Al would say, your knuckle game's retarded. But he's just going forward the whole time and just trying to steamroll this guy.
Yeah,
No pun
I-
intended.
I just remember his fight with Zellhuber. It was pretty much the same thing. I think he got 3 Fight of the Nights in a row right now. Like, I think there's only a couple guys who've ever done that. But, like, yeah, like, because I think he, like you said, he makes that decision, like, we're going to fight like this. At least I'm going to fight like this, and you better keep up. And he just makes everybody fight to that level with him. And I just think, no, he's going to be, gonna be a fan favorite for sure, just based on his fight style.
He does have 3 Fight of the Nights in a row, and the fight before that, he knocked out Terrence McKinney with a head kick in
Amazing.
37 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that. That
Sorry
was
to say
nasty.
that.
He
Yeah,
broke his
but that-
nose.
Jeez.
I
Too, I
fuck
think.
with
No, but
I fuck with
that's-
Terrence, but
That's crazy. Like that's the
Yeah.
thing. Like this guy's gonna be a fan favorite for sure. I think.
And I didn't, before that Terrence fight, I didn't really know who he was. Like, I knew his name, but I was like, Terrence should kill this guy. Because that's just how I am with like people that I like, right? So I'm just like, he's got this. And he goes out there, throws this crazy combination, and follows up with the head kick behind it. And then they show themselves in the back room working the same combo. And I'm like, oh, that's just crazy. This guy is actually legit. He's actually really good.
I forgot it was
And
that fight.
Why is he
yeah,
not more known though? I feel like he's not like
He's
I
fighting
mean,
at the
he's
fucking Apex.
that. He shouldn't be. That's crazy.
well, he fought at the Sphere,
No,
and
he
I
fought
think
at the
his
Sphere.
star power went through the roof after that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like he went to the Sphere where there's like actual fans, and like that fight was. I remember like watching it at least on pay per view. Like fans are going crazy, the crowd's going wild. Like like yeah, like of course. Like instead of doing this at a warehouse, of course having fan attendance is gonna fucking help out the product. Like what do you mean? Like this is an easy one.
It's
Now,
also the
Steve.
personality too, though. I think that's a big part of it. Like if you don't have something that people can gravitate to, like yeah, they're gonna love your fight style, but if
That's
they
true,
don't
too.
really hear from you, you're not doing
All right, no,
interviews,
that's
things.
fair.
I think that has something to do
Yeah.
with because there's so many fights. It's like how do
Yeah.
you stand out?
Well, that's what I'm
Like
saying. Look, it's like I think we've had this conversation before. Like, how's the UFC not being like, wow, fight style alone, we're gonna market the shit out of this guy. Like, we don't like he should be on fucking commercial. I don't know. Like this again. Like when Diego Sanchez was at his peak, every fight of fucking like there was no Diego Sanchez fight that I was gonna miss just because I knew it was gonna be an absolute banger no matter what. Like those are the guys you should be like, okay, let me at least put some fucking like they deserve something for I think the way they compete.
yeah,
And I would hope the UFC kind of. Look, I'm glad he got a fight of the night bonus, but like I think he deserves some like just for his fight style. I don't think he needs like a win bonus. He's gonna fight like that no matter what. Just like pay him $100,000 to show up, and I guarantee you he's gonna scrap.
Yeah, we'll clip this and put it on Aljo's page. It'll get some clout for him.
Oh Jesus, I don't want him to get in trouble. Sorry, Aljo.
But he'll get known. It just happens over time
the
for
only
some guys.
negative thing I will say though, that fight style, the
Yeah.
longevity of it, it can
No, of
only
course. That's
be
what.
for
Well,
so long.
well, that's what I mean. Like that's you can this guy's only gonna be here for so long. So like, can't the UFC just be like, okay, like we know this may only last like. Let's just help the kid out. Like this guy's gonna fight for you. Like he's gonna scrap for you. Just do the right thing by him a little bit if you can. Like the UFC, if they paid him an extra 50, 100K, like they wouldn't even notice. But like for this guy, like, dude, for that fight style, it's not worth $100,000 to you. That to me, that's come on, like that's worth it.
Yeah,
Wait.
he reminds me of a Dan Hooker and a Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler, I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. And then you got Dan Hooker. Like I don't want to get paid to show and win. I don't even care about winning. I'm here to fight. I'm here to put on a fight. That's all Dan Hooker cares about. The winning and the loss doesn't even matter to him. If he wins, great. But he's there to fight. So when you got a
Respect.
guy like that in there with you, you're just
Yeah.
guaranteed fireworks every single time. Unless the guy is such a good grappler that he could take you down and neutralize you. And you got to wonder, like for that fight style, I'm always curious because what does the training look like in the sense of sparring? Are you sparring like that all the time also? Because that's just insanity to me. Like how?
I mean,
How
for
you
some
doing
guys,
that?
Yeah, I mean,
Week after week, 2, maybe 3 times a week? That's a lot of damage, man. I don't know.
yeah, this is unfortunately most guys don't seem to get out of this. Like Aljo, like you're already going to be in the 0.01% for that alone. Like you get to leave the sport, hopefully with your faculties. You know what I'm saying? Like not a lot of guys get to do that, especially, and a lot of guys like don't get to that level and get to do that too. Like you like GSP, like certain guys, like it's a very blessed situation to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
So
yeah,
that being
great
that
fight.
being said,
Like,
Steve.
real quick, I'm sorry, Jake. Like, I go to a boxing gym sometimes, like for some like guys for like their sparring and stuff like that, and you can like the guys that have been around for like way too long. Some of the guys, like you talk to them, guys were never world champions, anything like that, but no, they fought like that, they sparred like that. I remember talking to Ray Longo about it one time, and I was like, hey, do you know, blah blah blah, do you know this guy? He goes like, yeah, that kid was really tough, too tough for his own good. I was like, Jesus Christ, like this. That was like one of my first. Like, wow, like this sport is fucking brutal. Like, you better understand the possibilities of it before you really sign off on it.
Yeah. Because it's going to be
Um,
sad afterwards. When it's all said and done, when the music stops, it's going to be super sad. Super sad.
Yeah. But again, Aljo, for you at least, like, dude, you got your faculties. Like, and again, not a lot of guys, especially just in the fight sport, get to do that.
Very true.
Yeah.
Well, So all that being said, we had some great fights. Steve, do you still think that the UFC should put on less fights and we shouldn't have cards like that every weekend?
I mean, look, the
Like,
fights were solid, but like I would, it's not even about less fights. It's about more effort in matchmaking. How about that? Like, oh, is that fair? Like, even if you did similar amount of fights, but like, again, like I said before, like, get a couple scouts, like an NFL team, to like find regional talent and make the best fights, like actually really look to make the best fight possible. Like, I would like to see some investment in that just to see a better product if possible. But like, you know, sometimes, and again, like for the entertainment value, I get it, but I don't want to see two guys uh, that I wouldn't say like I consider a little less skilled of a fight, but just for entertainment. I want to see what the best guy looks like. And if that's a fucking again, I'm telling you, I'm a John Fitch fan. If that's John Fitch, if that's fucking a guy that can hold you down for 5 rounds, like a Ben Askren, and you can't do anything about it, that's on you, brother. All right, I'm down. I'll watch that any day too.
all right.
Um, one of the things I did want to talk about though, Neil Magny, when he did win, there were some positions that were very like head scratching. Like I felt like for a guy who has such a long reach, kind of he runs into a lot of stuff, which I am always baffled by. And then when he was on the ground, both these guys, he fell into a leg lock,
Oh
and it looked
yeah,
like he didn't know what to do with the legs, and it
but he
looked
did
like
lock that
Santos didn't
shit
know what the
out.
hell to do either, which was like,
Yeah,
it's like what am I? I was like, what am I looking at? I was like, Neil, fight the legs and get out of there. I'm screaming, get out of there, Neil, fight the legs. And Santos is sitting there. I'm like, do you not know a reap? You got there, use it. But it's just fascinating to see how someone, because he's got like the most wins in welterweight history, if I'm not
wow.
mistaken. But it's crazy when you can see still some overall deficiencies in some departments, right? I know people are gonna say, well, my striking, blah blah blah. Yeah, my striking is what it is. It's unorthodox. It works for me. I can make it clean if I want to be clean, but that's not my style. I don't fight well when I fight super clean and 1-2, sit in the pocket, chin down. I don't fight like that. I have to be free and move a lot. That's the only way my striking works, or where I feel most comfortable, where I could do more damage to you and take less damage on my end. So that's why there's a means to an ends with that for me. Where for a guy like that, I'm looking and I'm trying to understand like how do you not know some of these positions like
Yeah, like
both of you
positionally,
guys?
what to do. Like you've been in this sport long enough, where like
You
if you just
should
do,
know.
yeah, like if you just do jujitsu long enough, you'll understand those positions. Like are you
It's
just
crazy.
not like? I mean, also too, like to be fair, like, and I don't mean to attack the guy because I know Murad's fighting, but like Sam Hagen, he always goes to like 50-50, like Ryan Hall school, and he's always talking about like, oh man, the leg locks, the leg lock. I'm like everyone should know these leg locks. What are you talking about? You should be able to go to any school in North America, any jiu-jitsu school in North America, and if they're not like they don't understand these positions, you're behind. Like the East Coast guys, whatever, Danaher and them, maybe it's because it originated here. Like everyone should know all these positions by now. I mean, if you're training, if you're fighting, like how do you not know what to do there? Like it's yeah,
Steve, if you're in a battle, why would you ignore 50% of the human body?
he's right. He is right.
John Danaher. And the last one for me, Danny Silva versus Vallejos. I
Great
know we
fight.
talked about it a little bit. I thought that fight was closer
Close.
than what they kind of made it seem. And I only bring this one up because there were some moments where I thought Silva was rolling with the punches because I could see it in real time. But I'm
100%.
looking at it and wondering if the judges are scoring that as him like rolling with the punch and them missing, or him actually getting cracked and turning his head. So that's always a fascinating thing. We were discussing that in real time, and we're like, yo, these judges probably have no idea what's going on. They're probably just
100%.
scoring it as him getting
100%.
cracked. Because
I
I thought
agree.
he was fighting really, really well. I thought it was 1-1 going into the third, but then I think some judges had it 30-27 also, which
Yeah, I think
was,
they did too. Yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
look, I thought. Well, look, I will say I love Danny. I love that style, Danny Silva. Like the way his defense works, I love that shit. Like the Bobby Green, like the shoulder rolls, rolling with those punches. Like to me, that's my preferred style to watch. But the problem. I don't mean it was a close fight. I I gave it to Vallejos only because I just thought he did more, and it's not even a case of like Danny Silva. I think if he just came back with a couple more strikes, I think he could have made that a clear-cut win for him, or at least a good win for him. But like, I just thought Vallejo's, even if those punches weren't necessarily landing the cleanest, and I don't think they were. First, again, like you were saying, I don't think the judges, I don't know if they even necessarily see that. But like, even if they're landing a little bit, like it's more than what the other guy was doing in that sense. Like again, I love seeing a guy roll with those punches, like basically fucking having them all miss. But I just thought Vallejos' output, I gave it to him for that reason.
Yeah. Oh, well, good fight card. I
Really good
thought
fight.
like everything was pretty damn good. I enjoyed it. We got to watch it live. It was a part of the birthday weekend celebration. So that was really cool. But
Happy birthday
what
to
we got?
Aljo.
Huh?
Happy birthday to
Font.
Aljo.
Oh, thank
Everybody
you,
in the comments, make sure to wish Aljo a happy birthday.
bro. I had over 300 messages, so I
Wow.
felt the love for sure. Felt the love with
Guys,
that.
36, still full of cum. I don't know if you remember that one, Steve, but
Yeah. Joey Benavidez, he's like, when I was young, full of cum. I was like, I was
we
like,
we
what?
we debated about this like a while ago. Was Steve on that pod?
I'm not
I don't
100%
know.
sure, but this weekend I'm gonna be cornering all day.
Oh,
But
nice.
there's some good fights. Jocelyn Edwards, she looked amazing her last fight, fighting Cocheria. This kid Elijah Smith, he's fighting the Japanese dude Kazama. I think if he doesn't get taken down, he's going to highlight Kazama. He's a Japanese fighter, tough dude, really nice dude, bantamweight. He's the son of Gilbert Smith, Elijah. He was on the Contender Series.
Oh,
Gilbert
yeah, I
Smith
remember that.
also
All
on
right.
the Ultimate Fighter, UFC vet. But Kazama, he beat our guy Pompos by
Don't do this to me right
exhaustion,
now.
which was just
Don't do this to me right now.
yeah. Should have been a fight. Should have been a win for us, but whatever. He fought tough, hung in there, got the job done.
Yep.
And Eric Anders is back. He's fighting Duncan. Miles John is fighting that guy who was once undefeated, John Matsumoto, who fought Rob Font on short notice. Andre Fili versus Christian Rodriguez. That's going to be a banger. Angela Hill versus Lucindo. Ode versus Steve Urseg. And then Roman Dolidze versus Anthony Fluffy Hernandez.
That's a good fight.
Bro, that's a tough fight. That's a banger of a fight.
That's a good fight. Any Fluffy Hernandez fight is always interesting.
Bro, he looks so unassuming.
That's I think what people love about his style. He's very unassuming, and then plus, but when he gets, man, he knows some jujitsu, man. He gets in some of those positions. It's fucking dead to rights. It is beautiful to watch.
I don't think he wants to do jiu-jitsu with Roman though.
No, that's a risky one. But he's just, you know what? It's not. He's gritty. He's tough. He'll take a beating and come back. So like he's just got intangibles that make him a very fun watch. Again, I'll never forget him submitting Rodolfo Vieira.
I was gonna say that.
Craziest moments to me. I'm like, what are you fucking kidding me? This sport is just jokes. Like, come on, that's incredible. That's actually incredible. Like you look first of all, you look at Rodolfo Vieira, you look at Fluffy Hernandez. One's a jiu-jitsu fucking world champion, and then this other guy purple belt, and then just awesome.
Yeah, it was like you see these two guys walk into arena, getting ready to fight, and everyone's making a circle. You're taking side bets like $1,000 on this guy, Rodolfo.
Easy one.
But with that being said, Rodolfo is such a world-renowned like BJJ practitioner, but I don't think Dolidze is one of those guys who's competed in a lot of competition. I've heard rumors of how he submitted John Jones multiple times when they brought him in for training. So you got that rumor out there. But I've trained with him, and for a big guy, he moves really, really well. Has a lot of sneaky submission attacks from top position, bottom position. I don't know if he's going to necessarily get him, Fluffy's going to get him tired the way that he got Rodolfo tired. If he does, it makes it very interesting because this is the main event. Mm-hmm. But if Roman can keep the gassing, I think he should get the nod. But by no means is an easy fight for Dolidze.
Either guy, this is a tough fight.
Yeah. And Hernandez has a motor on him. Roman has gotten tired in fights before.
Yeah.
That's the main thing I'm concerned about for him. Roman's my guy though, so
yeah, but Roman's a tank. Yeah, that's
the Georgian power.
That's
You belong in the kitchen.
Power. Look to Jesus. You know I always bet on Georgian power. Wait, I gotta watch this SummerSlam replay. I gotta get out of here. Dude, I can't believe I missed it. I gotta go.
SummerSlam, baby.
Steve literally was the one who said 9:15, and now he's bitching about the time.
This man had the iPhone thing or whatever.
Bro, I was on the phone for like half an hour. That's
what I'm saying. All right, I I missed John Cena's match. I gotta go. All right.
All right.
All right,
Steve, send your
fellas.
content.
Yep.
All right.
Peace.